Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gael Beltran and I'm here to teach you how to use Django in a practical way so you can start applying your knowledge to your own projects. If that sounds interesting, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Django provides a user model ready to use when you create a project. This model already contains fields for a username and a password, but depending on your project requirements, you might need to add additional fields to your user model, like birthdate, location, or a biography. In this video, I'll teach you how to extend Django's user models to include additional fields. We'll start by creating a folder for our project. Let's create a virtual environment and activate it. And this way, we can install Python dependencies in an isolated environment. We can activate it with the source command. Now, we will install Django inside our environment. With Django installed, we can now create a project. We'll begin by creating a new application in our project. Now, let's open Visual Studio Code. First, we need to add our newly created app to the list of installed apps. Let's check that everything's working with the run server command. To add fields and functionality to our user model, we'll have to make use of Django's AbstractUser class. Let's create a user model that extends AbstractUser. This model already provides all Django's default user fields and logic, so we only need to add the additional fields we want our users to have. In this case, we'll add location, biography, and birthdate fields. With our custom model created, we have to tell Django to use this model as the user model. We specify it in the add user model constant inside our settings file. Now, we can run our migrations. It's important to note that we have to specify our user model before running any migrations. This is because the user model must be created in the first migration. Otherwise, you'll have dependency issues. That's why it's extremely important to create a custom user model at the start of every Django project, just in case you want to add additional fields to it in the future. Now, let's create our first user. Let's run the server and go to the admin page. We also have to tell Django to show our custom user model in the admin site. We'll make use of Django's user admin class. As you can see, even though we have added our custom user to the admin site, we still can't see the additional fields we created. Let's fix that by customizing the user admin class. We specify our custom user as the model and add our additional fields to the list display property of the user admin class. Now we can see the extra fields of our custom user model. But we still can't edit them inside the admin site. To make them editable in the admin panel, we can add them to the field sets property. We'll append our additional fields to the default ones. We can now see and edit our custom users fields inside the admin site. But if we try to create a new model inside the admin site, we are only able to add the username and password fields. Let's change that by creating a custom user creation form. This is a form provided by Django that lets us create users, and we can extend it to add our custom fields. Let's create a new form that extends the user creation form. We specify our custom user model and the fields we want to show in the form. We'll also go ahead and create a form for editing existing users. We can do that by extending the user change form provided by Django. Now we can tell the myUserAdmin class to use our newly created forms. We can reuse our new user creation form and use it to create a sign up page inside our website. Let's begin by creating a base template. Now let's create our sign up template. We only need to add a form and the CSRF token tag. Let's now create a sign up view and tell it to use both our custom user creation form and our sign up template. We also want our users to be redirected to the login page after signing up successfully. Now we only need to create a route for our sign up view. Don't forget to add our app's urls.py file inside our project's urls.py file. Let's also create a route for Django's default login view. We'll specify a template for the login page. This is the view we'll show to our users after signing up. Let's create the login page template. We only need to add a form and the CSRF token tag. We can now test our sign up page. I had already created a user with the same username, so I'll use a new one. After signing up, we are redirected to the login page we created previously. We haven't created the route we are being redirected to after logging in. So let's go to the admin side and see if our user was created. As you can see, our user was successfully created. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.